Los Angeles, California, Melvin Diaz and Joe Romero. Come hang with the Soul Primos.
What's up, cousins? Welcome back to another episode of So Primos. My name is Melvin Diaz.
And I'm Joe Romero.
And today, what are we talking about, bro?
The 90s!
We're talking about the 90s, bro. And some might say we have a special kinship or connection to the 90s. Why is that, bro?
Listen, you may look at us and be like, oh, these fools are 60.
50, some might say.
50. Oh, or maybe they might think you were born in the 50s or 60s.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe they're going to think we're going to die soon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they might think that because we have a certain charm.
Yeah.
We're very gentleman-like. Wisdom. But despite all the accusations of us being very
popular
old,
belief,
we are actually born in 95
and 95. Meaning we are 90s babies.
90s boys, thank God, bro.
Dude, 90s babies.
I wouldn't want to be anything else because when you hear someone being like, hey, I'm a 2000s kid, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, hey, call it the daycare. We got one of you guys.
Yeah.
Snuck out.
What do you do? That was cool, brother.
Which is crazy because if someone was born in 9/11, which was, for those of you who don't know, those of you that were born in 9/11 don't know, September 11, 2001, they would be 25 years old.
I actually know a comedian friend named Brandon who was born on 9/11. And that's not a joke. He was actually born on 9/11.
That's fucked up, man.
And that is like the worst.
Why would he do that?
Dude, that is the worst time to be born.
What the fuck?
Your mom is in labor, in pain. She looks at the TV. The whole hospital is like in tears because they're seeing this country is being attacked.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, yo, I'm trying to give birth to this fucking child. And everybody's like, bro, America is
Hey, yo, shut the fuck up real quick.
America's under
attack. Shut
the fuck up. America's under attack, bro.
You know, that reminds me of a story. So I told you before the pod, I've been blasting kind of Frank Sinatra. And, you know, I'm a huge Frank Sinatra fan, right? Maybe we'll feature him in the 60s episode. But I was like, when did he pass? Why wasn't, he was such a cultural phenomenon. Why wasn't his death just as powerful, maybe even less or a little bit more than Michael Jackson's death?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
He died the first week of September in 2001.
How did he die?
Old age, I guess. But he died like 2 days before 9/11. He was super old. He was like 80 or 90.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Might be old.
But he passed away like the day before 9/11.
I don't want to say that tragedy brings on beautiful art, but imagine the music he would have gone. Maybe sometimes, listen, did he do a lot of covers? Yes. A lot of his hits, just covers of
covering his life.
Covering his life, yes, but covering other artists.
Was he backed by the mafia?
Yes. Imagine some of the music he would have sang about this amazing American tragedy, which would have. We've been attacked.
And so we go
to Afghanistan. Oh shit, dude! But God, okay. Speaking of before we move on to the 90s, before we move on to the 90s, you speak of Frank Sinatra. I just found out how Bob Marley died, dude.
How did he die?
He had cancer. He had a skin cancer.
No way.
And he first saw something on his toe, right?
Yeah.
And then he thought, oh, it was probably because I've been playing a lot of soccer recently. It's probably like an injury, right? And it turned out to be a skin cancer. And the doctor's like, yo, thank God you came to the fucking doctors. We're just going to amputate that toe and you're going to be good. And he was like, I forgot what religion he was, but his religion did not allow amputation or him to fucking take care of it, right? What? So the doctor's like, no. You don't understand, my friend.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of this toe or else it's going to spread everywhere.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, my faith does not allow it. So he chose to not amputate anything. So the skin cancer from his toe, which is treatable, spread everywhere and he died from it.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
And it's very similar to almost a Selena situation where it's like, okay, you are shot and you need blood, but a religion gets in the way of your life being saved.
What? I didn't know that.
Are you certain? No, you didn't know.
I thought she just passed from the gunshot wound.
No. She could have been saved, but she was Jehovah's Witness, so her dad was like, she's Jehovah's Witness.
Oh.
She cannot, and if you're Jehovah's Witness, you cannot be given blood. Are you serious? You didn't know that?
I'm fucking serious. I didn't know that.
Are you for real?
Yes, so she passed in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Is her dad still alive?
She got shot. Yeah, I believe maybe he died recently, but I don't know about that.
What the fuck? I didn't know that. I thought she died from the gunshot wound.
She could have been. She needed blood. She needed blood. She could have been given blood, and she would have been fine, or maybe not fine, but she could have lived. I mean, I guess that's fine, right?
Oh my
she could have
God.
lived, but her father was like, "No, she's Jehovah's Witness.
Dude,
she
no
can't accept
way.
blood." Yeah,
I had no idea.
and that made me so angry because I just found that out like 2 years ago, and that made me angry because I know, with all due respect to my family, I know that if I got shot when I was younger and if I needed blood for whatever reason, my parents would have been like, "No, he doesn't want to."
Can I tell you something?
Of course.
As your sole primo, and I knew you, and you were still a Jehovah's Witness, and you got shot, I would do everything in my power to get you some blood.
Oh, dude, I would be like, "Give me some fucking blood now, bro." And they're like, "Well, your Jehovah is Jehovah. Forget about that, fool. I need to live. I want to live. I am 20. How old is I live?
And then I would be like, I'm trying to witness Joel. Be alive.
Yeah, witness me survive this fucking situation.
That's so great. You know what that reminds me of?
Of course. I mean, please tell me.
You know Gandhi, Muhammad Gandhi.
Yeah.
He's kind of he did a lot of good stuff, but he did a lot of shady stuff, right? For example, he would sleep in bed naked in the nude with underage gals. Little girls. He would sleep naked. Another one was, I think his first wife or second, I forget. Well, one of his wives got really sick. And the doctors, just like you said, hey, we have this medication, we could try, give it a shot. He was like, no, I don't want you to take the medication because of our religion. And the wife goes, okay, yeah, I'll trust you till the end of time. She passes away. Further down his life, further down the line, he gets sick. Doctor's like, hey, we have this medication. He goes, okay, yeah, give it to me.
That son of a fucking pussy bitch, dude.
Yeah. So
how dare you?
I know. So it's one of those things where like, I remember as a kid, there was like an episode of Family Guy where Stewie becomes friends with a kid.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't feel good. And he passes out. And Louis is like, oh my God, takes him to the hospital.
Yeah.
Doctors save his life. And she meets the parents, and the parents are like, she's like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so sorry this happened to you, but he's your son's gonna be fine. And the parents are like, we appreciate that, but please never take our child to the hospital ever. Like, we don't believe in none of this. We have home remedies and things like that. And Louis is like, what the fuck? Yeah. And the whole episode's about like Louis like kidnapping this child and taking it to the hospital. And it's just like, and I remember as a kid seeing this and being like, that's so stupid. What the fuck? And then when I grew up, I'm like, bro, there's people actually like that. There's people actually like that.
Fortunately, it's a lot more common than you would hope they would be, because people are, that's why, listen, if whatever faith you have, I don't care. Everybody, whatever gets you. Honestly, life is hard. Whatever helps you get through life.
Yeah.
I fucking believe in that wholeheartedly. Just whatever. But if it comes to life and death situation, if it's like your son, especially if it's your son, a relative, or your son, your daughter, anything, and then you're faced with that situation where like, okay, you can be saved for this specific reason, but it goes against your religious values. For me, even though I'm kind of not in any religion now, I would feel like, bro, you got to be a human mother first, bro.
I know.
You got to be a mother, a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, anything first before you are a follower of any religion.
Because that's what Steve Jobs did. He could have gotten like a modern medicine, but he decided not to. But at least it was for him.
Yeah.
He wasn't dictating his like child.
At least, yes.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
But it's also scary because, like, imagine if it was for somebody in his immediate family. Imagine it was his daughter. Imagine it was his fucking wife, or an ex-wife, or somebody he cared about really deeply, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna find my own way. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these companies."
I know, dude. It's literally so trippy that people are like that. But that being said, we do have a kinship to the 90s.
Oh, dude, the 90s.
And you brought up Selena.
Yes.
I love Selena. I love Selena.
I want to say, man, researching the 90s made me realize that the 90s might be one of the greatest decades of all time.
Yeah.
And it's a decade right before life changed completely.
Yeah, and I think I said this in a podcast recently, but I was like, the closest the world ever got to like world peace was from 1990 to 2000. That's the closest we ever got. Racism wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Social media didn't exist. Definitely 9/11 didn't happen.
Yeah.
And the biggest artists were people of color. They were black.
Dude.
You had Michael Jordan. You had Michael Jackson when he was transitioning from black to white. You had Selena, who was popping off.
Something that I noticed is like technology was there and it was advancing, but it wasn't advancing at an alarming rate.
And it wasn't, and when it did advance, it was cool stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Video games exploded in the 90s.
100%. The PlayStation came in the mid 1990s, 1995.
Phones.
These big phones. But even
back when phones were just for phone calls.
Exactly.
We need to go back to that, bro. No more social media, no more fucking texting, no more nothing, bro. No more Reddit, no more none of that shit.
Because now, every piece of technology that gets introduced to us, it feels it's like you can't even catch your breath anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, listen, okay, there's new, now AI is taking over and then you might lose your job, whatever. And then after that, something else. Also, we might introduce robots with the AI. And also these robots that we might create might be like borderline human and you might not be able to. It's like almost scary in your face where before it was still like, there's real life and technology it's helping you.
Yeah.
Now it's like almost feels like technology is kind of overriding human life and real life where you just want to be stuck at home and you're scrolling all the fucking time. People live by their phones all the time. And also there's little things back in the 90s that we don't appreciate nowadays, especially with like, even with like things like with the arts, like with shows, everybody watched shows together, man. Everybody watched these shows. People were talking about shows.
They waited. They're like, it's Friday. We could watch.
Exactly.
We could watch Full House with sitcoms. Full House. You know what I mean? Like the 90s were a perfect combination of quiet and peace with this explosion of technology.
Exactly.
And I think the quietness came from the end of the Cold War.
Oh yeah.
Because the USSR fell. And then Russia came to power, and then Europe was like, hey guys, do we need a union?
Yeah.
I think we need a union to organize everything, just so nothing from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s happens again.
Yeah.
So everything kind of got controlled, everything kind of calmed down, and then this explosion of cool-ass technology, this explosion of music. And I know you love the music from the 90s.
Yeah.
I love the music from the 90s. It was like the most eclectic decade for music. Like, people could say 70s was the best, 80s was the best. I can say the 90s was the best, but eclectic means like a little bit from everything, right?
I'm pulling up some. Look, so what?
Bro, please do. Let them know.
The 90s, it was a very, very unique decade. For what reason, right? You ask. Multiple genres were thriving side by motherfucking side, right? I think 70s, you think disco, you think psychedelic, even 60s, it's like the beginning of the 60s, like the end of like the kind of rock and roll into like
80s,
more psychedelic.
80s like
synth, heavy metal, right?
Yeah.
And though beautiful, amazing music, but fucking these are some of the artists from the 90s that were thriving. Not like, we had 1 year, 2 years, and then another person took over. Like, okay, compared to now, what different genres are on the same level right now?
Honestly, you could be like, bro, name any genre, and I can tell you a musician from the 90s, and they're iconic. It's not like some throwaway, like,
exactly.
They were, also, this artist was there, no, just literally right now, name any genre right now, just off the dome. Hip-hop, rap, dog. You have Dr. Dre, NWA, you have Tupac, who you're dressed as?
Before we get into this, there was I am motherfucking Tupac. First off, fuck you, bitch, and pick my side. We roll, keep the fucking wild. Fuck that motherfucker. West side, motherfucker. Listen, let me name off some fucking musicians and genres of top.
So start with the genre.
Okay, first off, hip hop and R&B.
Yes.
And these are. When you hear these motherfuckers, you're like, wait, these are legendary icons.
Yes.
All right? This is just from one genre as well. Tupac, aka me. Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, TLC, Boys and Men, Lauryn Hill. Then we got some rock, alternative, and grunge, motherfucker.
Hit him with the rock.
We got some Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Then you got even Green Day, the Foo Fighters, Smashing Pumpkins. Then you got even some alternative, like one of my favorite bands, might be my second favorite band of all time, Radio Motherfucking Head, dog. Radio Motherfucking Head is my fucking favorite band behind
What's the album they put out in the 90s? Android?
Okay, that's OK Computer. OK Computer was one of them. Then it had the Bends, and I forgot what their fucking debut album was, right? You even got some fucking, you got Prince, you got Janet Jackson, you got Beck, you got fucking Daft Punk, The Prodigy, The Chemical Brothers, you got fucking Britney Spears, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Mariah Carey, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all thriving together in one dick. Imagine you as a person, as a musician. No, not even a musician, as a person who loves music. All these bands releasing music year after year. Imagine the joy that pop music are these iconic, legendary fucking musicians that we'll remember for the fucking rest of our lives, for all of time. Because these are all iconic bands, but they're all pop music. And sometimes when you're lucky, pop music is also just amazing, timeless music. And in the 90s, so much of pop music was also just beautiful, deep, fucking authentic fucking music. Because sometimes what I realized is like the 80s and 70s, there was some reality authenticity, but it's almost like some of it was kind of like just like being blinded by the sound, by the synth. It was kind of being like they were wearing a mask almost. I feel like the 90s was like, let's be honest about how life is. It can be hard, it can be good. Let's talk about it in music. Yeah. Let's talk about it in our fucking music. Yeah. Nirvana was like almost like a spearheading that movement of it. Let's just talk about how we feel. How we feel about life. How do we feel in day to day? Life is hard. Life is a struggle. But also let's fight back. There was an authenticity to
there was like a rebellion. There was also even in like the R&B and the sweet and the love songs, there was like R&B male singers were like pouring their heart out. Yeah. Women were pouring their heart out. It was just like everyone was showing how they really felt. Exactly. And they were raw emotions, like pure emotions, like, I fucking need you. I love you. You know what I mean? Fucking Nirvana was just like, bro, Nirvana was just pure music ecstasy, just like pure raw rage and inward thinking. And then it's just, literally, you have the GOATs in every category in their prime in the 90s.
Exactly. And it's when you spoke about the authenticity with that genre, it's like, bro, everybody, like, talk about like the rap, the hip hop. And I'm not a big hip hop guy. I know just like the big people, but like Tupac and Shakira were like
Shakira, Tupac, Shakira, bro,
and fucking Biggie. Yeah. In the 90s, they were absolutely icons, and they were also at the same time as these other iconic. They were also speaking their own truth. Yeah. Everybody was like on the same wave, like, regardless of genre, regardless of fucking background, they're like, let's all speak our own truth. And it's also beautiful because like everybody was speaking the truth. It's almost like you can understand everybody. It was easy to digest all these fucking different types of genres because you're like, you're being honest with me, you're black, you're brown, you're white, you're all being honest with me, and I can relate to a certain degree to every single one of you. It's almost like it's almost like uniting people together because regardless of like what, and I know from what I've heard, like anyways, like people that are just like especially like Tupac or Biggie, they grew up a certain way, and people that did not grow up that certain way were able to kind of like empathize and kind of understand what they were going through because they were just so honest in their music and they were so authentic in the music.
It was like so diverse.
Exactly. So it's almost a beautiful time because you can really get to know a group of people that you might be in the middle of the country or the South, or you only see a specific group of people.
And no one will complain about the diversity. Now you get a movie, you get like a Star Wars movie, and there's like a black guy. Everyone's like, they fucking lose their shit. But in the 90s, bro, everyone was so diverse. No one batted an eye, and it was beautiful. It was what America and the world was about. Yeah. But it's just like, it really, truly, bro, 9/11 changed everything, bro. I fucking hate 9/11 so much. But that reminds me, like, you just talked about the music genre might have been in the Renaissance state. You know what else is? Two major things were in the Renaissance state.
Speak to me, brother.
Something light, I'm just going to throw it out there. Sitcoms. Sitcoms really caught their stride. They've kind of lost their steam these past 25 years. But in the 90s, boy, you ever watch Full House, brother?
No. Actually, yes, I have. My girlfriend introduced me to it. Yeah.
Yeah, Full House, Family Matters.
Michael J. Fox is in one of them. I forgot which one it was.
I forget. That might have been in the 80s. Or early 90s,
No, I think it was
actually.
90s. No.
And you have oh no, it was the 80s.
Sure. The one with like
Because the Back to the Future.
Courtney Cox.
Well, that's the Friends. That's the Friends.
No, Courtney Cox and Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, that's Friends. Courtney Cox was in Friends.
Yeah, but Michael J. Fox wasn't in Friends.
Michael Jacob Fox?
Michael B. Jordan wasn't in
Michael B. Jordan wasn't even born in the 90s.
My brother Michael wasn't in
But you also have Family Matters. You have Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh.
You have Step by Step. You have, like I said, Full House. You have, you never had Nick at Night?
No.
Nick at Night?
No. I've had fucking...
They didn't know that? Yeah, Dick.
God damn it. I was like, how do I word? I've seen my dick in there, or I've had, I don't want to say I've had dick in there. I want to say I've seen my dick in there.
Bro, when I was a kid, I was watching Nick at Night. When he was a kid, he was watching Dick at Night. Yeah, no, the night, bro. I'm telling you, Nick at Night had the best sitcoms. So when I was growing up, when I became cognitive in the early 2000s, I started watching these sitcoms from the 90s.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was like every sitcom was a banger and they were entertaining.
But you know what's beautiful? That, like, listen, I might not be able to relate to watching these fucking sitcoms, but I know that the people we're all able to relate to each other because we're all watching the same fucking goddamn shows. Which is the beautiful thing about now. There's an abundance of TV shows. Great. Yeah. There's so much to watch, but it's also like you lose a little bit of that community, which we rarely get nowadays when like shows like maybe the last time I felt that was Euphoria. Well, because that's the last time where I was like, oh, this show is releasing every fucking week and shit, right? But back in the day, people would watch an episode, talk about it with the people everywhere they go.
So the 90s was the last decade that we had the phrase around the water cooler. People talked around the water. You ever heard that phrase?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, people talked about the water around the water cooler on Monday. You know what I mean? So it's like they watched the show on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they talked about it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I think we've lost that. We get glimpses of it during big shows like Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead.
But it's so rare.
It's rare, you know what I mean? And it's just like that's why when you find someone nowadays that they also watch that really niche show that you fucking watch from fucking BBC from 2003, you're just like, oh my God. I also watch that shit, you know what I mean? But then it's a hit or miss because sometimes they completely miss the point of the show.
But also,
they think it's fucking.
But also think about the sense of community people might have back in the day.
I know
they might miss the essence of the show, but it's also you're still talking to somebody you don't even know. That's what people I think now are lacking. Like
you know what people did in the 90s when they were in their house and they go, ooh, they start getting that primal urge that everyone in the world feels. Everyone in the world feels this. Where it's just like, ooh, I'm a little lonely. I crave human interaction. I crave human connection. You might not say it on those terms, but you definitely feel it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Everyone in the world. Doesn't matter what country you are, how old you are, we all feel the same thing.
Regardless of what time, what century you're in, what time of the what time you're living.
You know what they did in the 90s? They went outside. They went to cafes, bars, restaurants, parties, block parties, parks, and they met people. We lost that. We don't have that anymore. People still might do it. I still do it. You still do it. But us at a large in the world, we don't do that anymore. People have apps. People don't even go to restaurants. The burger joint, the pizza spot, they get Uber Eats, DoorDash.
Motherfuckers nowadays are having conversations like, is it weird to go to a restaurant by myself? Motherfucker, you can't go eat by yourself?
You can't go
to a movie? You can't enjoy something by yourself?
Joe,
what the fuck are you talking about?
How many times have you seen a movie from the 90s, a TV show from the 90s, a music video from the 90s, where someone's by themselves in a restaurant or a coffee shop and the protagonist goes, oh, who is this?
Exactly,
who is this? And they approach us like, what's up, girl? Like, or if a girl's just like, oh my God, you're here by yourself in the bookstore? How many times do you see that in media in the 90s? Times, bro. All the time.
Nowadays, people are like, oh, that's weird. Wait, you did this by yourself? I'm like, bitch, you can't go anywhere by yourself.
Dude, you know what? It's so crazy. I would say maybe like two and a half weeks ago, I fucking went to the movies by myself. You know I do that almost on a weekly basis, right? Sometimes I'm fucking chilling at home and I'm like, oh, it's only 8 p.m. I'm gonna go to the fucking movies by myself. You know what I mean? That it's something that I fucking love doing. And I linked up with some friends and they're like, oh, what'd you do earlier today? I was like, oh, I fucking I went to the movies. Yeah. Oh, who? Oh, by myself. And they were like, what? Damn, I could never do that.
Why not?
And I remember being like, oh shit, do I fuck with this person?
Yeah.
Like, do I fuck with this person? Oh, like for real? Like they're too chicken shit to go enjoy something that they love by themselves? Ooh, do I like this person? And it made me question my relationship.
Like, is that you not being able to do it, or is it you afraid to be like, oh, I went to the movies and someone be like, you went to the movies by yourself? Are you worried about what other people might think of you? Or are you just like mentally, I don't understand it, because like you go to the movies, hey, last time I went to the movies, this is what I did. And I feel like you feel the same way. Fucking chilled, got a little drink, went to the local bar, fucking go to the theater. Hey, can I have a large popcorn and a large diet soda, whatever. Oh, I also snuck into jalapenos, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm watching I finished the jalapenos, I fucking finished the popcorn before the movie starts, I'm like, fuck this, I'm having a blast, right? Movie starts, and I'm just like ingrained in it, right? And I walk out of the movie and I'm like, fuck, I'm just thinking about it, thinking about it, like, holy shit, god damn, that's fucking good. I drive home and I'm like, fucking shit, dude. Bro, that scene was intense. That scene was beautiful. Goddamn. And it's just like, I think about that for the rest of my night. And I think about something like, I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about art. I'm thinking about like,
exactly.
I'm thinking about these actors that performed beautifully. I'm thinking about the cinematographer. I'm thinking about these directors that really made me feel a certain way. I'm thinking about art.
These writers?
Exactly.
You're thinking about like, oh my God, like they really encapsulated the human condition in a medium that is extraordinary, in a medium that not only provides me entertainment for 2 hours, but I enjoyed a delicious snack and a delicious beverage.
A medium that allows all your senses to be heightened. You watch, you hear, you listen, everything. All your senses are being triggered by this medium, and it's a very unique medium. And that's why people, if you don't go to the theaters like often, but you love movies,
you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong, brother. Like, yeah, you can watch only the classics or the greatest movies of all times at home, but like, go to the movies, bro. There's still movies being made. That's why there's still great movies being made today. All the time, actually.
Shout out to one of our soul primos out there, Jeff Danny Boy. He's always going to the movies, dude. We've hung out with him so many times, and he's the fucking best. But every time I watch a story, he posts. He's like, "Hey, I'm watching this movie." Even if it's like the most obscure movie, he's watching.
He's a real motherfucker,
and that's why you're a soul primo. Just a little shout out,
real motherfucker.
But what you said before that, what you said earlier, you're like, are you more afraid of what people are going to think of you than happy to live your life?
Yeah.
Like you're balancing it out. You're taking the fear that you have of being judged, of doing things by yourself, outweighs the joy you're gonna get by doing things that you love.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's the case, dude, I don't fuck with you, dog.
Yeah.
I don't respect you. I can try to maybe give you that juice. You know how I am, pumping people up. I can try. If it works, perfect.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, dude, hey, my bad, bro, my bad, sis.
Yeah.
You cannot be my close homie, dog, because I just don't want that weirdo negativity around me, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? And I think in the 90s, that's why we love it so much, is because people just did shit, man. You watch Friends. Friends, right? Yeah. How many times did the characters go do fucking shit by themselves, dog?
Bro, listen.
How many times did the characters go do shit by themselves, and then they saw someone else by themselves, like a side character, and then Joey was like, oh, how you doing? Or Rachel was like, oh my God, that guy's so cute. Like, And they fucking had the courage to be like, "Hi, how are you? My name's so and so. What you doing over here, man?"
You go to a bar by yourself?
Yeah, I've done that before.
When you see somebody, people by themselves.
Yeah.
How old are they?
To be honest with you, either my age or older.
Older, that's what I'm saying. Real ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Real ass motherfuckers.
I rarely see
younger people, like we're 30, right? Well, 30.
Yeah.
We might feel like we're
We cut that out, yeah.
we might have the wisdom of a 60-year-old, but we're 30 years old.
The wisdom and the wrinkles of a 60-year-old man.
The hairline of a dead person. But people, especially the bar, is one of those things where like I've gone to the bar many times, and I've gone by myself just gonna drink, play some music, and then talk to some people there. And then you tell to somebody and then they'll be like, "You went to a bar by yourself?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You don't? You don't like the drinking and listening to some music and like just meeting a random fool who's like older and it's like, hey, where you from? You know, I just moved here from fucking Tennessee and then fucking this and that. My family's from here."
How many times have we gone to a bar together?
Oh my god, bro!
And a solo adventurer just joined us. Many fucking times. Last week.
Many times, bro.
Yeah.
So many times. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So many times have we fucking just gone to a bar and then meet somebody totally different from our circle. And totally different. Just a random person in the world.
Yeah.
And we meet somebody, we hear somebody's story.
Yeah.
And we just get to know somebody different. And for me, it's like, dude, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's cool. Just meeting somebody new, somebody different.
And that's why I feel like the 90s were like that. Because the 90s weren't like, oh, you know, like, also, like, you can't, like, get someone's number, someone's name. Now, what do? You get their Instagram. If there's...
Yeah.
If someone still asks you for your Snapchat in big 2026, that's a red flag.
Yeah, because, like, maybe 2020, 2021, 2022, because, like, the world is falling apart.
Yeah, pandemic and shit.
But after that, if they're like, hey, what's your Snapchat?
It's just like, ooh.
They probably have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or they're...
Yeah, or they're 19.
They're red flag.
Yeah, the red flag. So it's like, dude, you don't, please, so primos, don't do that shit.
Yes.
But you know what else was in the golden age, the golden renaissance in the 90s?
Talk to me.
Disney movies. Oh. Come on, what you think?
I'm gonna bounce off of you after this shit right here.
Little Mermaid. Lion King. Aladdin. Mulan.
Lion King. First of all, you used to say that I looked like Aladdin when I had my hair.
Oh yeah.
But now that I don't,
you still do. You just gotta wear that little the little red hat.
I look mana.
Then you look like who's his monkey friend? Abu.
That's his name. Who the fuck is Abu, man?
Because you're Aladdin, I'm the genie.
Oh,
because I'm a bigger guy. I'm.
I thought he just called me like. I don't like some fucking ape from Discovery Channel or some shit. Like, they named some food. They named the ape that captured Abu or some shit.
It's like Achu, but Abu.
They're trying to teach him sign language. Okay,
yeah.
I'm a real person. Okay,
yeah,
of course, I'm Apu. Wait, Apu or Abu? Because Apu's from Simpsons.
Apu? No, Abu. Abu is the monkey.
Oh, great. Great, man.
No, because you're like you're upset that I called you Aladdin. You're the main character. Right?
So okay, so now you call me a monkey.
No. You're Aladdin. You're Aladdin. If anything, I'm the genie or Abu.
You're okay. Keep going.
If anything, who would be Jafar?
What the movies? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but Disney was in its because Disney was they were about to go bankrupt. Like their movie studio was about to go bankrupt in the mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
And they just they fired the CEO, they fired a bunch of people, and then they hired a bunch of new people, and boom, the 90s was just the renaissance. They had I'm trying to think of like what did I say? I said The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Lion King, Mulan. What else did they have? They had like
Toy Story wasn't around.
Toy Story, yeah. Toy Story started in the 90s, yeah.
1989 maybe, huh?
I think it started in like 91, 92, and then it came out like 98, I want to say. Well, the birth of Pixar was in the 90s as well. Because, Toy Story was the first digitally animated movie, full feature-length movie.
First of all,
ever.
What a glorious fucking... What's the right word I'm looking for? execution fucking that Toy Story was, man.
Oh, dude, so
God
good. So
damn,
good. It's just
man.
like it's storytelling at its absolute purest.
Yeah, 1995. Oh my God, A Bug's Life.
Oh, Bugs Life, bro.
1998 and Toy Story 2. Bugs Life was one of the. I think that's one of the earliest memories of seeing an animated movie. I think I might have watched Bugs Life before
Toy Story.
Toy Story. Obviously, Toy Story I was born.
Yeah.
But from my memory, A Bug's Life was something that my brothers and my family watched consistently, and. Now looking back, what a glorious time and what a beautiful time, especially as a new movie, as a new genre of movies, like to see animated movies for the first time.
Yeah.
What a
Do you remember the VHSs in the 90s? I used to have a bunch of VHSs in the 90s, bro.
First of all,
I remember just cracking them open and just smelling them.
First of all, I had a Titanic. That was like two.
Titanic.
That was like two VHSs, brother. I had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Secret of the Ooze.
Dude, I had Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then their villain was the Ooze.
Bro, what's our villain? The fucking Goose, man.
Oh, the Boos. Okay. That's real. Yeah, and it's just like the bro, just the movies, the music, the TV shows.
There's some stuff like there's some beautiful iconic movies.
And even Seinfeld was from the 90s.
Let me break it down, like movies in the 90s, because we love movies, man. And then like there's a lot of movies now, obviously, that we've watched that are from the 90s.
Yeah.
That we loved growing up. But also, we didn't watch them in theaters, though, because obviously we're like fucking 2 or 1 years old.
Or not even born.
But imagine the experience of watching these iconic movies. This is what we're dealing with in the fucking 90s, right?
Can I just say something real quick?
Of course.
I would pay a lot of money to go back in time to 1993 and watch the first Jurassic Park in a movie theater. A packed 300-person movie theater?
Hell no.
With popcorn and soda, my boy?
Hell no. Imagine that
Bro,
feeling.
the first time you see the TV, you're just like, what the fuck is this, bro?
You see the ripples in the water. You see the kids being like, what's over there? You see the goat and the next couple of scenes, you see the goat be thrown against the fucking, the window of the car.
Dude.
And then you see the wires being broken apart and ripped apart.
Yeah.
And then you're boom. And then you just fucking see the T-Rex fucking go through the wires, and then you just see him step over. And the iconic, that's the first time they ever heard for the T-Rex war, we love it. We grew up on it. But imagine hearing it for the first time with no context of like,
apparently it's like a you know, like when race cars go, it's a reverse of that. With the mixture of like other animals.
It's a lot of crocodile.
Yeah.
A lot of crocodiles and a lot of baby elephants doing a lot
and
of...
a cockroach.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird little fucking...
it's like a mixture of everything.
Of so much doing a lot of work. But imagine that roar as a grown adult is like, what an achievement in sound. What an achievement in cinema. Imagine hearing that for the first fucking time. And it looks so good. That CG still holds up to this day.
Like, even like the cinematography of when like Goldblum, he's like, over here. And then the T-Rex looks. And he starts,
Ian, freeze! Over here!
And he just starts running. And he's just like, and then the camera's just like...
Gosh, damn. It's so like these beautiful moments in cinema that we experience as an adult or as a teenager.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being, but when we're at that age, we experience technology. We are babies of technology, of this renaissance of technology, of movies in the 2000s that have crazy technology. Back in 1995, 1993, like these movies, 1993, Jurassic Park. These movies are popping up for the first time.
What are the movies, bro? What are the movies, man?
Look, listen, movies in the 1990s. This is what we're fucking talking about. Thinking about, first of all, Pulp Fiction. 1994. This is the early. Forrest Gump.
Ooh,
with Forrest Gump.
Gump.
Come on, bro. That's one of the movies where you watch it today and you're like, how is this? Who thought of this? A genius? A fucking psychopath?
Or someone
This is
that's
incredible.
similar to Forrest Gump.
Exactly. This is a fucking fantastic movie on all aspects. How the fuck is Tom Hanks fucking selling me on this fucking character?
Literally, I was watching an interview with Tom Hanks, and someone was like, did you think Forrest Gump was going to be hit? He's like, no. I thought it was the dumbest shit I've ever done. And then I kept asking, I think the director's Robert Sudeikis, something like that. I forget his name. But he was like, I kept asking so-and-so, what, is this gonna work? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, just trust the process.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. So when it came out, it was a huge hit. Tom Hanks was like, okay.
Bro, incredible fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
You got The Matrix. You got fucking Titanic. Then that's just these cultural staples, right?
Matrix revolutionized the world.
But not just that. You got these other movies: Clerks, Fight Club, The Big Lebowski, Good Will Hunting, Goodfellas. Fucking 1990s, starting off the decade with Goodfellas, a Martin Scorsese classic.
And you know what I see the resemblance with the music of how diverse it was, bro. You had action flicks, you had fantasy, you had mob flicks, you had indie films with the Clerks. You had, literally the 90s were just a decade full of like diversity and creativity and love. It was just a perfect decade.
And people took all these art forms with open arms.
Yes.
Man. And yes, there might be some pushback on certain art forms, but people, for the most part, were open to these different, diverse fucking forms of art form.
No one was just like, Force D-E-Y, D-I-E-I, whatever.
The Heat, The Usual Suspects, Jerry Maguire, Boys in the Hood, Home Alone, Friday, and listen, before we talked about this, before we started this podcast, I was like, there might be one winner. If there was an actor who won the 90s, there might be one person.
Who would you think?
Jim Carrey. Ooh. And you might think, why Jim Carrey? Let me talk about what he did in the 1990s.
Yeah.
Okay? Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, The Cable Guy, Liar Liar, The Truman motherfucking Show, bro. That is a span of 4 motherfucking years, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fucking movies in 4 years that define a generation that were blockbuster massive hits.
That's wild.
Holy
That's a
fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, and then nowadays, like when like an actor is like in too many things, people start fucking complaining and talking shit. Pedro Pascal, fucking Timothy Chalamet is like, they're in everything. It's just like, bro, you weren't there in the 90s when Jim Carrey was doing that shit, dog.
That is actually very true. Now there's a fatigue on.
There's a jadedness.
Yes, we're spoiled. Like, we're almost spoiled.
Yeah, people are jaded. It's like, here we go again. They don't appreciate the greatness. What else? And that brings me to my other point.
Yes.
What was great in the 90s? Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan revolutionized the game of basketball in the 90s, bro. He made basketball a global sport, dog. We talked about in the 80s, Magic Johnson versus Larry Bird, but the 90s were all Michael Jordan. He won 6 out of the 10 years, right? Do you know why he didn't win the other 4 years?
He retired.
2 of the years he retired. He decided to play baseball for 2 years, and then he made Space Jam. The other 2 years, what did he do? He retired again. And that's the only reason why he didn't win fucking 10 out of the 10 years in all of the 90s, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he was, bro, seeing Michael Jordan in a Chicago Bulls jersey, you don't really get cooler than that.
No, not at all.
That's like the coolest thing you've ever seen.
The little earring with the bald head.
With the bald ass head. Just like his vibe. Just dunking on 7-footers, bro. You don't get fucking cooler than that, bro.
That last shot he ever made. The last clutch shot. At least
with the
Bulls.
for the championship.
With the Bulls for the championship. versus I feel like the Utah Jazz, right?
Yes.
I forgot who's guarding him,
Yeah, I forget his name too.
but he's a dribbling. Fucking, he dribbles over here. He kind of pushes him a little bit.
No, just a tad.
Kind of pushes him a
Just
little
a
bit.
tad.
Fucking step back. Fucking jumper. Boom. Clutch ass motherfucking shot. There's an iconic picture where he shoots it. I forgot. I was in New Mexico, in this casino, and in this restaurant. Right. There's this huge wall, and the picture is just Michael Jordan shooting that last fucking clutch shot against the Utah Jazz in 1998, and you see everybody's faces once the ball's in the air, and there's like a couple seconds left on the shot clock. You see, and it's his back too, right? So you see the audience, and everybody's face is like this.
Yeah, it's so
Everybody's shook because they know what's about to happen. And what happens? The ball goes in the fucking net.
He's he was. That's why, like, when people are like nowadays, it's like, oh, LeBron's the GOAT, Kobe's the GOAT. There's always an old head going, no, Michael Jordan was the GOAT. And it's just like, but he was playing in the 90s. That passion that they have is because they live that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I'll never, if someone was like, no, Michael Jordan's the GOAT, I'm never going to get pissed off at them. I'm going to be like, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, bro, living through the 90s, like you say, as a teenager or a young adult or an adult, regular adult, seeing that greatness, bro, and just seeing Michael Jordan for the first time, and you're just like, who the fuck is this guy? Doing fucking shit that you've never seen before. Bald. Fucking Chicago Bulls winning championships, you know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Jordan is the 90s, man.
Yeah.
He is the 90s.
He dominated in the fucking 90s until 1998. I think he retired right after that.
Yeah, he retired in 98 and he came back in 2000.
With the Wizards, right?
With the Wizards. It's funny because he was like he was the general manager for the Wizards, and his job was like to maintain the team, pick players. And then this is how good he was and how crazy he was. He was like, I could beat these motherfuckers. And someone was like, yeah, why don't you then? He was like, all right, bet. Played 2 years with the Wizards.
And there was a couple times where he had some fucking legendary games, like 60
some legendary games. Yeah. They never made the playoffs. Never got close to winning the championship.
He had some high point games.
40-point games, bro. He was giving motherfuckers buckets, dog. Giving people buckets, man.
God damn, bro. God damn. The 90s.
And you're Tupac right now.
First off, fuck my bitch and the cricket game. And also, I am Tupac, but if he lived.
Yeah, Tupac. Tupac the core.
Tupac the core. I am Tupac or beatbox or beatbox.
Oh.
You like the beatbox? You like
BP?
to drink? My city.
Yeah.
I do resemble Tupac a little too much, which is very.
I got this like 90s jacket, like super. It used to be like oversized on me. Now it's like regular size, which is a little
you lost a lot
upsetting.
of weight, babe.
No. I gained a lot of weight, and but it's like it's just like a. Literally, this jacket was made in like the early 90s, and it was gifted to me by a good friend, Vince Caldera.
It's kind of shout out to Vince Caldera, man.
Vince Caldera, yeah.
Yeah, what else can we say about the 90s, man? 90s were fucking fantastic, man.
Yeah, truly.
And then like when we were looking at the 90s, something that popped into my head, I felt like, wow, what is such a great decade. And it made me think about the complete opposite. I was like, for me, I felt like this decade was so amazing and fantastic. And also, something that I realized, it's like, at this point in time, you can have a fucking full-time job. You can own a house, brother.
Yeah. Inflation wasn't as bad,
You can own a fucking house, man. You don't need 2 full-time incomes for one house. You can have a full-time income and own a house, and you could be thriving, and you could be good. If they have a partner that works a full-time job, it's also like beautiful.
I know, and now every fucking day that we wake up, there's another political scandal. In the 90s, the biggest political scandal was that our president was just getting domed up, man.
And I'm like,
what the fuck? Can we go back to those times? I would fucking take that time than now where we wake up and we read a political scandal that's the most horrific, nightmarish shit I've ever heard.
Exactly. I want go back to those times where fucking they were getting domed up by somebody their own age and someone that just fucking a hot celebrity.
Oh, their coworker, dude, you're the president of the United States, dog.
Nowadays it's like, okay, you're getting accused by fucking underage people, fucking for
bro.
these
Nowadays there's some nefarious devil shit going on. Back in the 90s, bro, hey, my intern fucked with me. She wanted to slop me up real quick, man.
And I'm like, bro, hey, you're the president. As long as you're doing us right, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
And Bill Clinton back then was like, Bill Clinton, you know what I mean? It was a little smooth.
I just got ahead.
That's a little mixture of Bill and Barack.
Oh yeah, bro. I just nutted.
Nah, Barack would be like, yes.
You think he cheated on Michelle?
No.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
I hope not either. I think Michelle would have.
Michelle, you ever hear that story? And I think it's true. Where it's like people might say it's corny or whatever, but when he was president, Barack and Michelle went to like a little restaurant, mom and pop restaurant in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then Michelle was like, oh, the cook. I used to date him back in high school. And Barack was like, aren't you glad that you ended up with me? Like, where would you? And she's like, And Barack was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm the president of the United States. Like, what would you do? Like, what would happen if you ended up with him? And then Michelle was like, oh, he would be president.
That's beautiful. And also, I don't want to say
you hate that shit. You know, I'm pissed off. Dude, Joel hates.
No, I love Michelle Obama, but the audacity. Listen,
Well, Michelle,
a woman can uplift you and can support you and can make you great. There's no doubt about that. A woman can make you great.
Barack went to Occidental. Michelle went to Harvard.
No, Michelle is a beautiful, genius, brilliant woman. There's no doubt about that at all.
Yeah. I just thought that story was cool.
No,
I'm on Michelle's side.
No, I am Michelle Stan too.
Yeah,
I'm not pissed off. I don't need time.
Furious.
I don't need time. I don't need a break. I don't need time by myself to get over that. No, that's beautiful. I want to get mad too.
Oh yeah, dude! If you go like you're like the most famous cinematographer, and then like you guys go to like a little
if I was the president. Fuck cinematographer. Who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah, if you're
the president. Then like I was like, "There's your ex," and then she was like, if he was with me, he'd be a president. I'm like, you're under arrest.
No. Barack was probably like, yeah, you're 100% right, sweetheart. He goes to the bathroom. What's up, Bill?
Yeah. Okay, first lady. Listen, lady. Get back to work.
No. Yeah. He'd be like, what's up, Bill Clinton? What you doing tonight, man?
Oh, you don't want to.
And Bill, he's like the same thing, but you just hear this. Bill Clinton's like, Barack.
Hillary Clinton in her youth? Yes or no?
You send me those pictures. I'm not doing it to a bit. You send me young Hillary Clinton pictures 3 times now.
Sabrina Carpenter look-alike. What do you think?
She doesn't look how she looks now.
She's looking bad. Well, yeah, because she's like 70 years old, right? And she might be a crook, according to other people.
Honestly, like when you see like young pictures of politicians, it's crazy.
Have you seen footage of young Joe Biden when he was like 27?
Yeah, he was fucking hot. And then have you seen young Nixon?
Oh yeah,
he was good looking. Obviously, Kennedy was always good looking. Young Hillary.
Oh, Kennedy was fucking.
I saw a younger picture of Governor Newsom.
Gavin Newsom. He looks handsome now.
He was okay. He was like whatever. He looks way more handsome now than he did when he was younger. Isn't that crazy?
When they get the salt and pepper, they look a little bit better.
You want salt and pepper?
People hate that food.
You want any salt and pepper in your beard?
I don't have any salt and pepper.
In your beard.
I have fucking dry skin.
You just have salt.
I just have fucking balls like stretched skin.
Anyways, guys. Why don't you guys let us know what your favorite part of the 90s was? Please let us know. Please let us know if we should keep doing this series.
What, you want to give up?
No, like the decade series. Let us know what decade out you want after this. We got a few good suggestions. We got
Jurassic.
We got the Jurassic period. We got 1440s, I think.
Yeah. We got the Roman.
The Roman Empire. We're definitely gonna do that. But don't forget to like, subscribe, please. We love you guys more than anything. My name's Melvin Diaz.
And I'm Joe Romero.
Okay, bye.
Bye.